The night air was thick with tension as SCP-682, the infamous reptilian creature known for its unstoppable regenerative abilities, faced off against Omega-09, a genetically super-evolved purple T-Rex. Both beings stood tall and menacing, their multiple glowing eyes locked in a deadly gaze as they prepared to engage in a battle of epic proportions. The ground trembled beneath their feet as SCP-682 and Omega-09 charged at each other, their roars echoing through the night. The sound of clashing teeth and claws filled the air as the two creatures clashed in a flurry of savage blows. Each attack seemed to only fuel their determination, their eyes glowing brighter with each passing moment as they fought with a ferocity that seemed to know no bounds. As the battle raged on, onlookers could only watch in awe as SCP-682 and Omega-09 continued to exchange devastating blows. Their bodies were covered in cuts and bruises, yet they showed no signs of slowing down. It was as if they drew power from the very energy emanating from the glowing eyes, using it to heal and regenerate from every wound inflicted upon them. Shockwaves rippled through the air, causing trees to sway and rocks to crumble as the two titans clashed with a force that seemed to shake the very earth itself. The sky lit up with bursts of light as their eyes glowed brighter and brighter, casting an eerie glow over the battlefield as they fought on with a relentless determination that seemed to defy all logic. Despite their seemingly endless stamina, the battle showed no signs of coming to an end. It was as if SCP-682 and Omega-09 were locked in an eternal struggle, doomed to fight each other for all eternity. The very air crackled with energy as they continued to clash, the glowing eyes casting a hypnotic spell over all who watched in awe. As the night wore on, the intensity of the battle only seemed to increase. The ground around them began to crack and split open, revealing a swirling vortex of energy that seemed to draw power from the very essence of the glowing eyes. It was a sight that left all who witnessed it speechless, for it seemed as if SCP-682 and Omega-09 were tapping into a power that was beyond comprehension. Answer. The battle raged on, each blow more devastating than the last as SCP-682 and Omega-09 continued to fight with a determination that knew no bounds. The night air was filled with the sounds of their roars and the clash of their bodies, a symphony of destruction that seemed to echo through the very fabric of reality itself. And as dawn began to break on the horizon, the battle finally reached its climax. With one final, thunderous blow, SCP-682 and Omega-09 collided with a force that sent shockwaves reverberating across the land. And in a blinding flash of light, both beings disappeared, leaving behind only a smoldering crater as a testament to the epic battle that had taken place. And as the dust settled and the sun rose in the sky, a sense of awe and wonder washed over all who had witnessed the epic clash of SCP-682 and Omega-09. It was a battle that would be spoken of for generations to come, a testament to the power and ferocity of two beings locked in an eternal struggle that seemed to defy all reason. Answer. The legend of SCP-682 and Omega-09 lived on, the glowing eyes forever etched into the annals of history as a reminder of the epic battle that had taken place on that fateful night. A battle that would be remembered for all time, a testament to the power of two beings locked in a struggle that would never truly be resolved. Words. 648. The night sky was filled with an eerie glow as SCP-682, the infamous reptilian humanoid creature with multiple green glowing eyes, faced off against Omega-09, a genetically super-evolved modified purple T-Rex with piercing purple glowing eyes. The atmosphere crackled with tension as the two formidable beings circled each other, their eyes locked in a deadly stare. As the first strike was made, the ground quaked beneath them, sending shockwaves rippling through the air. SCP-682 lunged forward, jaws snapping fiercely as Omega-09 retaliated with a powerful swipe of its metallic sharp claws. The sound of their clash echoed through the night, a symphony of destruction and chaos. Both creatures were locked in a vicious battle, each one seemingly impervious to the other's attacks. The glowing eyes of SCP-682 and Omega-09 pulsed with power, their energy fueling their ability to heal and regenerate from every blow exchanged between them. The intensity of their fight only seemed to increase as they pushed each other to their limits, each refusing to back down. As the fight continued, the glowing eyes began to emit bursts of light energy, creating a dazzling display of neon-lit fireworks in the night sky. The sheer force of their battle was enough to send shockwaves radiating outwards, causing trees to topple and rocks to shatter in their wake. Despite the relentless onslaught, neither SCP-682 nor Omega-09 showed any signs of slowing down. Their primal instincts drove them forward, pushing them to the brink of their capabilities. With each passing moment, the glowing eyes grew brighter, reflecting the sheer power and determination that fueled their every movement. As the night wore on, it became clear that this battle of epic proportions would not be easily resolved. The clash between SCP-682 and Omega-09 had become a spectacle of unparalleled magnitude, drawing spectators from far and wide to witness the awe-inspiring display of strength and resilience. Eventually, as the first light of dawn began to break across the horizon, SCP-682 and Omega-09 finally reached a stalemate. Both creatures stood panting heavily, the glowing eyes locked in a final, silent exchange of acknowledgement. It was a battle for the ages, a testament to the indomitable spirit of two beings locked in eternal conflict. And as the last remnants of their energy faded into the dawn, SCP-682 and Omega-09 parted ways, their paths destined to cross once more in the never-ending cycle of their eternal struggle. The night had borne witness to a battle unlike any other, a clash of titans that would be remembered for years to come. The night was illuminated by the glowing eyes of two monstrous creatures, SCP-682 and Omega-09. The air crackled with energy as the genetically super-evolved T-Rex faced off against the infamous reptilian SCP. The ground trembled as the two titans clashed, their roars echoing through the night. Omega-09, with its purple glowing eyes, lunged towards SCP-682, its massive jaws snapping shut just inches from the creature's scaly hide. SCP-682, with its multiple green glowing eyes, retaliated with a vicious swipe of its razor-sharp claws, leaving deep gashes in Omega's thick purple scales. But neither creature seemed fazed by the injuries they inflicted upon each other. Thanks to the glowing eyes, they were able to heal and regenerate from every attack almost instantly. The battlefield was a chaotic mixture of shocks waves, fireworks, and smoke as the two beasts continued their relentless assault. As the fight raged on, both SCP-682 and Omega-09 began to evolve before the eyes of the horrified onlookers. Their teeth and claws grew sharper and more metallic, their running speed and agility increased exponentially. They had tapped into the full potential of the glowing eyes, using them to enhance their already formidable abilities. The clash between the two creatures seemed never-ending, with neither side gaining the upper hand. The glowing eyes of SCP-682 and Omega-09 burned brighter and brighter, casting an eerie light on the battleground. It was a spectacle of destruction and chaos, a terrifying display of power and ferocity. The onlookers could do nothing but watch in awe and terror as SCP-682 and Omega-09 continued their eternal struggle. The ground around them was torn apart, trees reduced to splinters, the very air crackling with energy. It was a battle of epic proportions, one that seemed destined to go on forever. Answer: SCP-682 and Omega-09 fought on, the glowing eyes never dimming, their ferocity never waning. It was a battle for the ages, a clash of titans that would be remembered for eternity. And as the two creatures continued to tear each other apart, the world watched in horrified fascination, knowing that this was a fight that would never truly end. In a secluded underground facility, the containment cell of SCP-682 was breached, causing chaos and panic among the Foundation personnel. The massive reptilian creature, with its multiple green glowing eyes, broke free from its restraints and roared with fury as it made its way through the dark corridors. Meanwhile, in another part of the facility, Omega-09, the genetically super-evolved modified purple T-Rex, was awakened from its induced slumber. The massive beast, with its purple glowing eyes, sensed the presence of SCP-682 and immediately set out to confront the dangerous anomaly. The two monstrous creatures came face to face in a large underground chamber, the glowing eyes locked in a deadly stare. Without hesitation, SCP-682 lunged at Omega-09, jaws snapping with ferocity. Omega-09 met the attack head-on, using its superior strength and agility to dodge the deadly strikes. The two behemoths clashed in a violent and destructive battle, each one unleashing devastating attacks and counterblows. The sound of their roars and the impact of their blows reverberated throughout the chamber, shaking the very foundation of the facility. Despite their incredible regenerative abilities, neither SCP-682 nor Omega-09 seemed to gain the upper hand. Every wound inflicted was quickly healed, and every attack was countered with equal force. The battle seemed to go on indefinitely, with neither side showing signs of fatigue or weakness. As the fight raged on, the glowing eyes of both creatures began to intensify, emitting a blinding light that filled the chamber with a dazzling display of colors. The shockwaves generated by their attacks created a chaotic spectacle of light and energy, engulfing the combatants in a surreal and otherworldly display. As the intensity of the battle reached its peak, SCP-682 and Omega-09 began to undergo a strange transformation. Their bodies started to morph and change, becoming sharper and more metallic in appearance. Their teeth and claws gleamed with a neon-lit light, enhancing their already deadly arsenal of weapons. The creatures' glowing eyes now served as a source of power, boosting their running speed and agility to unimaginable levels. With each passing moment, their movements became faster and more precise, creating a lethal dance of destruction and chaos that seemed to defy all laws of nature. The night was filled with an eerie sense of foreboding as SCP-682, the notorious and unkillable reptilian entity, faced off against Omega-09, a genetically super-evolved purple T-Rex with glowing eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. The two formidable beings stood in a desolate wasteland, their eyes locked in a deadly stare as they prepared to engage in a battle of epic proportions. As the first clash of teeth and claws erupted between SCP-682 and Omega-09, the ground trembled beneath them, sending shockwaves rippling through the air. The sound of their roars echoed ominously through the night, shaking the very core of the earth. Each blow they exchanged was met with equal ferocity, as they seemed to be locked in a perpetual dance of destruction. Despite the devastating wounds they inflicted upon each other, both SCP-682 and Omega-09 showed no signs of slowing down. The glowing eyes emitted a supernatural energy that allowed them to heal and regenerate at an accelerated rate, ensuring that their battle would continue indefinitely. As the intensity of their fight grew, the glow of their eyes increased in brightness, creating an otherworldly spectacle of light and energy. With every passing moment, SCP-682 and Omega-09 evolved before the eyes of their astonished onlookers. Their teeth grew sharper and more metallic, their claws longer and more lethal. They moved with a speed and agility that defied the laws of nature, each attack and counterattack executed with precision and deadly intent. As the night wore on, the conflict between SCP-682 and Omega-09 reached a fever pitch. The air crackled with electricity as they unleashed powerful energy waves with each roar and tail swipe, unleashing chaos and destruction all around them. The wasteland became a battleground of carnage, as the two titans clashed with a ferocity that seemed to shake the very fabric of reality. Despite the seemingly endless nature of their battle, neither SCP-682 nor Omega-09 showed any signs of backing down. The glowing eyes locked in a ceaseless stare, they continued to fight with a determination that bordered on madness. It was as if they were locked in an eternal struggle, destined to clash for all eternity without rest or respite. As the dawn began to break on the horizon, casting a golden light over the desolate wasteland, the battle between SCP-682 and Omega-09 showed no signs of abating. The clash of the titanic forms echoed through the empty landscape, a never-ending symphony of destruction and chaos. And as the first rays of sunlight washed over the glowing eyes, illuminating them in a dazzling display of power and majesty, it was clear that their battle would rage on for all time, a testament to the unstoppable force of their will and determination. Answer: SCP-682 and Omega-09 continued their eternal duel, locked in a never-ending cycle of conflict and strife. The glowing eyes bore witness to the endless night, a silent testament to the power and ferocity of their unending battle. And as the world looked on in awe and horror, the two titans clashed with a fury that could never be extinguished, a primal force that defied all reason and understanding.